Okay, morning everyone. Boy, is it cold. I think it's colder inside this office than it is actually outside. But um, yeah, it's sort of -2, -3 outside at the moment. But it certainly isn't the picture I was expecting to see. I was sort of thinking it was going to be reasonable sunshine from the word go. But we're certainly stuck under a sort of sheet of cloud, and here we're actually in it. Other places just reporting sort of 100, 200, 300 foot cloud base. It's not moving very quickly. It will. Forecast says it will burn off. It's not moving very quickly, essentially because not a great deal of wind, as you can see from the midday chart here. The isobars are about well spaced apart. There's one there, and there's one in Eastern Europe, so it's all very, very light sort of flow. A bit windier further north, up over Scotland, a bit breezy. Fortunately, that sort of really cold blue there is not coming towards us just yet. Trailing bits of frontal systems around here, and there are bits of rain around, we'll see in a sec. Pressure's been slowly dropping over the last couple of days. I think Monday, Tuesday, it was 1,020. Now it's down to 1,008. So the important bits, Farnborough TAF. We'll look at the TAFs and the METARs as well, give an idea what's going on. They're just sort of saying light northwesterly all day. And the important thing is becoming scattered at 1,400 feet. They're broken at 600 feet. That's probably what they've got now. They're saying 400 feet last time I looked. And a prob 30 between 9 and 11, 3,000 meters, broken at 400 feet. So cloud's going to linger for a bit, according to the Farnborough TAF. And I think it'll have to get up towards freezing before it starts to sort of dissipate, really. Similar sort of forecast with Gatwick, but what they are showing is freezing fog tonight, which might linger tomorrow. Let's have a quick look at the METARs, what the actual airfield forecast is showing. Benson is giving broken at 200 feet, and Farnborough broken at 200 feet. Temperature and dew point sort of almost together, -1. At Lasham it was sort of -1.5, and dew point was -2.5, so a little bit colder here. And Odium, just down the road, it's quite a good indicator of what we're going to get. Overcast at 100 feet, and dew points, temperatures -1, dew points -2. So it's not really going to get much above freezing today, that's for sure. Upper winds are just fairly light. You can see a bit breezier down in the channel in an easterly direction, but centre of the country fairly light, 5 knots, northwesterly. SatPic shows that bank of cloud sat over us. It rolled in last night. Slightly brighter white bits are showers coming off the North Sea, where the wind's a little bit more easterly. It's rolling down here. I don't think they're going to get to us. There's nothing in any of the forecasts that suggests that's going to come our way. But it just shows that things are moving slowly down from the northeast. Yeah, temperature-wise, they're forecasting 2 degrees. I think that's probably about right. It's about what it got to yesterday. Unfortunately, there's not a strong wind, so there won't be a huge wind chill. Away from that bank of cloud that's over the south of England, in the Midlands, temperatures are already up around the freezing, or a little bit more than that. So where the sun's shining, it's warming up quite nicely. We're just going to burn this off, really. And Top Meteo are suggesting that what we've got now is this. That looks about right. And move it on to 11 o'clock, and it's starting to burn back. Cloud going up a little bit. And they're talking about it disappearing by midday, 1 o'clock. And being quite nice for the afternoon. But again, not particularly warm. I think even if that does actually happen, it'll only get to 1-2 degrees out there. And with the dew points fairly close to the temperature and humidity, it's not a dry air mass. There's certainly likelihood of icing on the wings, as there was yesterday. That's definitely an issue. But fingers crossed, we might get something out of it. If I'm looking at this now, thinking, well, it's going to be a couple of hours before anything happens. It's just a matter of keeping an eye on it and see what happens, really. If the temperature remains static, then this could stay here for quite a while. So it's just a matter of hoping it goes up a little bit. This slowly lifts and burns away. But we'll see. Always optimistic. Airspace-wise, not really a lot in our area. Hang gliding people of NOTAM and over at Cooper Gibbet and down at Petersfield that they'll be operating. They've apparently got a system where they can look out the window and issue a NOTAM the day before very quickly on their phone, which is quite interesting. I had a briefing on it last night. So they do tend to sort of notify very last minute on where there's going to be operation. But apart from that, totally clear in this area here. Nothing for us to worry about. And the only other thing is a 737 departure at 1 o'clock. Well, actually, if it goes to forecast on the weather, then that probably will take place. Won't decide on what runway we're going to use until we actually go out there, but my gut feeling is probably 27 setup, because the wind will be so light. It won't really be too much of an issue, and light northerly. That's probably the better direction. Right. Sit and wait and drink more tea, folks.